Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome to my July daily video. This is a collaboration with Making Memories with Melody here on YouTube. I'm going to show you about 10 minutes of process video and then a flip through, and hopefully it won't be too long. And I've done tons of editing and sped things up. I had one tag that I got at a class or in something, and then I made a bunch of tags. So that's what I was showing you. I just took a piece of cardstock. That's a paint skin that not a paint skin, but like a paint smush that I die cut. And then I have these different tags that I'm decorating with pastes. Noni loaned me hers and I went through my stash. And this is a bow bunny. It looks blue, but then it dries clear and you just have those glittery things. Whenever you're using paste, don't mess around. Clean your tools and clean your stencils because something will reactivate it later. Then I'm testing out her Nouveau shimmer pastes and digging through the stencils. I made the process fast so you could see, but then I tried to slow down so you could look at things. I thought about the Dina Wakley sprays, but I didn't love the color. So I took that white tag outside and sprayed it. I thought I was spraying it with a Dilutions shimmer, but I grabbed the wrong one, and so I went with a Periwinkle non-shimmer instead. In that small bottle, it's different. So I just used a Periwinkle. It's not the perfect color, but it worked. Then we're going to try this Nouveau Glimmer paste. And she had two bottles and I couldn't figure out why. Then when I opened the first one up and stuck my knife in it, I understood why. One of them's too old. Keep this in mind. If you're into mixed media, you have to use your products. Even if you're keeping press and seal or other things on the lids, you've got to use them up. She who dies with the most does not win. They just get old. So get them out, play with them, share them with your friends, whatever. But when I went through my stash, some were questionable and some of Noni's were questionable too. And it's probably because we're not getting enough crafting time. So you can see how that looks. I'll come back into focus in a minute. And the trick is, if you already have the stencil and the knife dirty, do a couple things. Don't stop and start and do silver on one page and blue on another page. I'm going to tell you honestly, I have no plan at this point. All I'm doing is going through the different products and saying, I'm going to put some down. That is my junk sheet, my waste page that I'll use for something else later. I'm taking my ink pad and inking the edges. Not like a blended distress slow method, just enough to add some interest. And you can do it with any ink pad. I have the small archivals, so I use those a lot, but you'll see in here that I have a couple of Noni's large ones too. And I've gone through my ephemera packs for the haul I did recently for 4th of July papers and picked out some of the stuff that was very 4th of July-ish, not just, blue or red. I have stamps out that have stars on them, and I'm just having fun. There literally is no plan. In my mind, I don't know, these are going to be red or these are going to be blue or this is for page 2 or 3. I just know there are 31 days in July and I will use this stuff at some point. And if it's in colors that you love and things that you love, you'll use it. It doesn't matter. Even if I set them aside. Then I found my silver pen, which I don't know where it had been. So I added some of that. I'll slow it down. You might be able to see. A silver pen is a really fun way to add interest to things, and it's not very expensive. I have a gold one too, but I haven't had as good a luck with that. Then I stamped the back for interest. Here I'm showing you when you use two water-based products. I put the silver over the light blue and it reactivated it. That's okay. I was fine with it. I had this amazing paper from an art swap, and I've shared some in Happy Mail with other people, but then I decided to put it in there. I tried other pages, but the camera wasn't in focus, so I pulled that out for you. Then I put adhesive on the ends to make it a pocket, which I wasn't really thinking about, but I decided to. I couldn't get my ATG gun in there, so I used the adhesive on the roll. Then this is another product that Noni had in her stash, and it's the Deco Art Metallic Luster products. I think I forgot to show the lid. Red, gold, they come in some other colors. And She, I think, used it for Christmas. I thought I'd try it for 4th of July. It's maybe a little orangey for me. On that tag, some of those metal shapes, the octagons or whatever they are, they were hanging off the edge, so I trimmed them. Not because I didn't want it to look messy, just because I thought it might make the thing peel apart later. Then I'm coming in with some Bow Bunny bright blue glitter paste. This product typically doesn't work in any project that I do, but I love it in this junk journal, let me tell you. And again, I have a knife dirty and a stencil dirty, so I'm hitting a couple other areas. I run out of dry space at some point. That's what happens. As things went on, there was literally no space to set anything. Okay, so this is a red Nouveau Glimmer. It's like that silver one. It kind of looks scary, right? You have to be careful with red inks and red mixed media, but I thought I'd try it. Then I had pom-poms in my stash. I think O'Donna sent me these in Happy Mail before, and I don't usually use pom-poms on cards, but I thought I would love it in here. Red, white, and blue. It's white. It's going in. I don't know the right way to attach it, but art glitter glue and some adhesive seemed like a good idea. Then I taped it down just so the paper wouldn't slip while I was trying to attach it. Then I went through my stash and pulled out all of the washi tapes I could find that were red, white, blue, silver, shimmer, whatever. Washi tape is another thing. Oh, this tool is a We Are Memory Keepers, and it makes small angles and large angles. I would not buy that. Noni has it. If she repossesses it, I won't buy it. I just don't think it makes that cute of tags. Like, the angle's not big enough. Anyway, washi tape, if it sits in your stash too long, sometimes the layers stick together. I had a silver one I had to throw away. Or maybe the white background's yellow a little. So washi tape is something that you should think about using too. I'm just fiddling with it. I don't know where I'm going. I just know that I want some more layers on the tag. I want some interest. And I love this. I think it's a Bow Bunny maybe. Red and blue. I don't think I have the paper that goes with it, but for some reason I have the washi. And it's a red and blue floral, and it's fabulous. And then I have those blue glitter hearts that Chica Chat sent me in Happy Mail. And I'm going through the ephemera pack, and I'm bound and determined to use that cute heart. It's a little big, but I'm going to make it work. And then I picked out a small thing that said We the People. And I'm sort of trying to use up the very 4th of July-ish, because I'm not planning on making a 4th of July scrapbook. This is it. Then I remembered I have textiles sorted by color, but then I realized, hello, I have this amazing kit, right? When Melodi and I talked about this collab, she put together what she calls a fancy flow in her shop for 4th of July, and she sent me one, and her kits are amazing. There's all these textiles. We're going to make tassels. I hope she shows in her next video, so I'm very excited about that. I put this whole tag together, and then I changed my mind, and I took it apart and added in some red sparkly like eyelash trim that Susan Tootsie Tucker sent me with my Christmas Secret Santa wrapping, and I just thought it was more fun because I didn't have enough things in there. I just wanted a little more. Then look at this. As I was digging for textiles to use on tags, I found this red sequin thing in the kit from Melodi. It is amazing. My Beacons 3-in-1 is a little dry, so I sped this up like 9 times because it's slow to work with. This glue will glue anything. It smells terrible. My husband comes in the room later and says, "What is that smell?" and then opens the door for me. So keep that in mind. Probably not something you want to use with little kids. It's also not water cleanup. It can be a hot mess, but look at that. Oh my gosh, Melodi, that is an amazing piece. Oh my gosh. Again, when I was digging through blue lace, yes, please. So I'm attaching that, and I kind of had a vision for a lace washi combo. I haven't done it before, but I wanted to try it. So I put the lace down partway on the page and then put glue under it and then put the washi over it because I'm obsessed with this red and blue floral washi. Here we are with the flip through. It's July 5th and I'm happy to say I have journaled through the 5th. On the front page I used stamps and tags from the kit from Melodi and just introduced the theme of the album, July 2020. And I also have some stickers. It's the Morning Post alphabet from Stampin' Up! That I used. I don't know if it's still available, but I love how it looks on those tags. Just interest, right? And all the layers from mixed media before. It's slow to have all these layers that you have to wait for them to dry, but I just think it adds so much fun. Then on this next page, I'm going to write about the collaboration with Melodi and COVID and kind of the purpose. I don't know, I got sidetracked looking for the pen and didn't do it. This was in her DigiKit. It was a 1776 tag and I put it on cardstock. Then July 1st was a work day. Wasn't very exciting. I have a stamp and Wink of Stella and a paint smush die cut, and I put my one with the holographic stars on it. And I wrote about how I was really excited for a 4-day weekend. Then I decided I'm going to do double page layouts and decorate them and really have fun with it. I might circle back and add more stuff, have a couple of different things on the tag. You can see that I added washi after the last video. I decided to have some silver washi. And I was sick. It was kind of a bummer. I had great plans for a 4-day weekend. So what I decided to do was write about who I would have visited. Like I wrote who I canceled plans with. That day I canceled with my mom and my friend Michelle. Here I used shimmer paper and then a paint smush for the 2 and some of that washi tape. Just fun ways to do the dates. I didn't want them all the same. That was the one thing I knew. The reason I used a star on both sides on this one is it's that vellum paper and you could see the glue through it. I'll probably put something in it down the road. I just hadn't decided what. Then I put a pocket here. And this is the tag that we did with the paste and the blue stars. And if you want to use that Bow Bunny paste, it dries really shiny. You could put a matte finish over it if you wanted. But that's how that tag turned out. And I did journaling on the back of that tag. I thought that was pretty fun. And it's one way to keep your journaling more private, right? I could share more pages and still not tell you everything about my day. And this is 4th of July. And 4th of July, I was thinking about Pooh a lot. And I used the 4th of July embellishments out of the DigiKit instead of an actual die cut number that day because Melodi had so much great stuff in there. So the envelope says 4th of July and then the other side. Then I used paper from my stash, kind of a thinner paper, single-sided. No idea where it came from, but I love it. I wonder if one of you happy mailed it to me. Then I was really thinking about Pooh. I mean, she was on my mind. She would have hated it. It was the loudest, rowdiest 4th of July. Those were out of the ephemera for one of those collections I bought, and I left it so I could tuck something under it. And I just wanted to show you, I inked the edges, and that's the difference it makes. Just rubbing it along the ink pad adds a little interest, helps it pop out. Then I stamped a heart next to it and colored in the star red. She was on my mind, but at the same time, it was kind of a relief that she was gone because 4th of July would have just been miserable for her. She always hated the 4th, just like she really didn't like to cuddle. Like you can tell in that picture, she's not amused. Noni made me this flag. It's embossed and luscious to touch and wonderful. So I used it as a pocket. And then this paper was in my stash. Again, maybe Happy Mail. And it's metallic. The stars are a little bit metallic. So I used it for my journaling card. And I might add more besides stars and stripes. I also had these very strange self-adhesive strips. They were in a pad from years ago with all sorts of different papers. And I've Happy Mailed some to those of you if they fit your style. But there was a 4th of July one, so I used it. And here I'm just showing you that I've die cut different numbers out of different things. See, some are hologram, some are paint skins, because I didn't want any consistency. So I added to that little container I had. Then a flip through showing you I've added some more things here and there, but mostly I've taped them in with the purple tape. I don't really have the pages finished except for the 1st through the 5th. There's that pocket that we put in. This is the page with all the weird things on it. It'll go somewhere. And this one, I want that piece right there. That's from Melodi. It was in my kit and I really like it. The red glitter is shiny, but I don't know, it's not great. Then you can see the pom-pom. Seems like it's sticking pretty well and I did okay there. Just a quick flip, I'm trying to remember. I've changed the order some, so I like to keep track of it. I put silver washi on the other side of the lace, so on both sides there's washi tape. And then I changed the sequence in a couple places because I wanted that amazing red sequin strip to show off a little better. So sometimes you lay out a plan and then you change your mind, and that is the beauty of not sewing it together. And I haven't done anything with this back section. I gave it a quick look, but I don't think I have. So that's it for July Daily for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure you check out Melodi's video. She's making memories with Melodi here on YouTube. And if you're new to her channel, be sure and tell her that I sent you. And I hope you are enjoying this time. Hopefully your community is becoming more healthy and able to open up, and we can have our lives back to normal. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.